as you're helping clients and companies with their leadership development process, we all know the challenges that come with that. Sometimes we don't actually have a process. Maybe we lack the tools that we need to really help them. A lot of times as an entrepreneur, you just feel alone. And so we have something that we think you might be interested in.
Hi, I'm Rodney Yagan. This is Charles Hooper. We're with Connexus Group, and we want to take just a little bit of your time, and we appreciate you giving it to us. We believe it's going to be beneficial to you. By the end of this video, we believe you're going to have the information that you need to begin your journey into becoming certified with Connexus. You might be wondering, who is this video for? What is this certification about, and who is it for? It's for coaches, consultants, HR directors and HR leaders, managers, and even executives of organizations, so they can go back and confidently coach their people as well.
Yeah. What is the Connexus certification? Basically, it's a proprietary process for coaches, consultants, HR professionals to partner with their clients to design a leadership development pipeline for their organization.
We're really excited about the certification and excited about the things and the tools that we're going to show you. You know, Charles, I've been doing this for a long time, and both of us have coached a lot of people and worked with a lot of different organizations, and from mom and pop, if you want to call it, entrepreneurs, to very large organizations as well. I found it to be true that no matter where you go, people are people.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Executives that are CEOs put their pants on the same way that you do and any other person does, and have the same struggles.
Yeah.
And not long ago, I was working with an organization, and the CEO of that organization talked to me. He said, you know, the things that you've been working with us, and I was working with their team, he said, my senior team I thought was getting it, thought we were really in there. And he said, man, we had moved so far, and I was really excited about it. And he said, I came in one day, and literally I heard them. I heard two of my senior executives, and I could hear their voices down the hall when I first walked in. I'm thinking, okay, they're laughing, having a good time. Then I realized, uh-oh, this is not good. Uh-oh. And he got to them, and I mean, they weren't fighting or those kind of things, but it was literally to the point they had pushed each other up to here, and they had it. And he said, I looked and thought, I'm about to lose two of my top, they're going to both leave me. And what am I going to do now? And I didn't want to lose either one, but I did know that there was a lot of tension there. And he said, I got to thinking about some of the tools and the processes that we had been working through. And I thought, why do they need to be a notebook on a shelf or a file on my computer?
Yeah.
I mean, we need to make this real. Let's put it into real life. So he said, I told both of them, here's one of the tools, one of the exercises. Take this, both of you get in the car and drive down to this local coffee shop, and don't come back till you get it worked out. He said they were gone a couple of hours, and they came back, and he said they both said, we've been operating in stress behavior, but even worse than that, while we thought we were helping the other person, we were pushing the wrong buttons of the other person. And the tools and the processes that we use with Connexus had really put the WD-40 on that and made the turn that needed to happen. And so that's just one of the stories. There's a lot of them, and you've got them. It's really neat to watch life change and organizational change.
It sure is.
So I guess you're wondering, what are the benefits? I mean, why do I want to be certified with Connexus? And we call this Connexus certification. Well, you're going to learn a proprietary leadership development process, one that is proven. We've seen this work in many organizations, many different sizes, and you will have the access to that, so you get to go actually do something with it.
Yeah. And
so they'll also have a defined plan, so you can coach or consult clients. We hear this all the time, Charles, and I know you do. I know how to coach now, but I don't really have the process. I don't know what to do.
Exactly.
I know how, but I don't know what. What do I do when they bring up X or Y or Z?
That's true.
We want to help you so you don't have to think through those things. Mm-hmm. Being certified gives you that. You receive exposure and access to a ton of tools. And I'm just telling you, I don't know that I've ever been more excited about the tools now that we have in our toolbox that are cutting edge. They're very efficient and have been proven. They're tried and true.
What are some of those?
Well, you probably know the Berkman. The Berkman is a phenomenal professional tool that assesses strengths and stressors and we're certified and can help you so you can actually get a Berkman and use this with clients. The personality imprint, which helps define what their personality, their competencies, and the learning style of everybody in the organization. One of the things that we often hear from coaches is, how do I know the process to coach? What about the topic? How do I find the things to coach? I believe we're going to show you in the certification process what is going to be one of the most revolutionary pieces that you'll learn, and that is the coach model. You can, with this coach model, coach on any subject with anyone at any time. You'll find this to revolutionize. It takes the pressure off of you. You don't have to be the expert now. You actually let them be the expert and you just guide them through the process. So you spend time connecting with them, you set a designated outcome for the coaching process or for that call or the goals that you're looking for their 3 months, 6 months, year, whatever you're doing. There's an awareness phase that you ask questions. Then you begin to go into what are the course actions, what is the plan that they're going to leave with, and then you finish the call with the highlights, helping to understand what they really gained from that coaching experience. I'm telling you, when I found out that I could use the coach model and not have to be the expert in the room, I had to be the expert at listening. I had to be the expert at asking open-ended questions. I had to be the expert at really not just listening, but actively listening. There's just a lot of things there. And we're going to dig into this and we'll help you understand how to use the coach model in your coaching practice, and you'll find it relevant to a lot of other things that you do.
Well, some of the things that you'll get from this certification is you'll have the Connexus branding and the practical marketing tools that you'll need to put that on your website and share with your clients. You'll have an access to a private Facebook group that we're calling Connexus Community. We want to make sure that we're feeling like we're doing this together and not just alone.
Yes.
And Rodney and I will be interacting on that Facebook page to help out. And also, Connexus certified members will be considered for possible partnership opportunities to join our team and to help even more leaders.
And really, when we partner, a Connexus partner gets a lot. Not only do they get access to all the tools and the training, they get access directly to us at any time they're needing that. But then even beyond that, we give them access to our office, billing, back office. We give you the help, the administrative help. So you get a lot to that in branding for Connexus. So now you're not out there on your own.
Exactly. That's super helpful for a lot of people.
Yes, and so as we're working with companies right now, companies from California all the way to Georgia and all the way up into Ohio and Pennsylvania, down into Florida, and really beginning to work a little bit with some potential international companies. I'm really excited about that. So you're getting access, when you come with Connexus, to be able to literally go, I'm plugged in to somebody that already has it going on, and I get to join into that. And I think that's worth something. When I started out, I jumped in the deep end of the pool. There was nobody to help me. It was me swim or drown.
Yeah.
And so I wish I'd had somebody to stand there with me and go, here's a life vest, here's some help.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that starting two businesses, just feeling alone a lot, not having the tools. So I had the training, I knew what to do, but didn't have the tools in the process. So this really is a great opportunity.
So I'm sure what everybody here is asking, so what's the big question?
What's involved?
What's involved? How do I become Connexus certified? What does that mean? Kind of elaborate on that a little bit.
Yeah, so we'll have an online feature where you can do your work on your own. And then when we get on that line, we can talk about what does this look like? How am I going to do this with other clients?
And I believe it's going to be unlike any certification you've seen before because of the knowledge and the tools, the experience, the access, and all those things combined.
Let me just kind of explain what's involved there. One is you get your own Berkman assessment. We'll walk through that with you in the workshop process. That's the tool that we use with other clients. Also, you'll get the personality imprint. This is a really unique thing, and I've taken tons of assessments, and this one I really am enjoying. You'll get access to all the training that we use with clients, and you'll have a virtual library of things that you can use with them. Also, you'll have access to the online tools for the entire year. And then again, we'll have that private Facebook group so that we can stay in touch and have that sense of team and community together. Also, we'll provide for you a Connexus logo and the marketing copy for your website so everyone will know that you're official. And there's just so much material. We just don't have enough time to tell you all that's available. So much experience, so many good resources. So it's ready. We're just waiting for you to join and team up with us.
So let me tell you a quick story. I was working with an organization and a CEO of this organization, and after coaching and working with him, he came to me one day and he said, "Rodney, here's my deal." He said, "I sound like I'm bragging, but I can hire the sharpest people you've ever seen. It seems like I'm a magnet. I understand. I can find them. They come to me. I can hire them. But I stink. I'm terrible at retaining them."
Oh, no.
He said, I can burn through the best people you've ever seen in your life, and I don't understand why. It's frustrating me to death. It seems as though if I'm this good at finding them and digging the diamonds, out of the rough and understanding that, why can't I retain them? And so we began to dig into with some of the tools that we use and the questions and the processes that we have, begin to dig into him and begin to understand more about him. And really, it's not things that we do, it's professional tools that did it for us. So you don't have to, number one, be the bad guy in the room. It does it for you. And what he was telling me, he said, I'm a very forthright, straightforward person, black and white. He said, I want it this way. And he said, I tell my people, I want you to tell me black and white. Tell it to me straight. Give it to me that way. But he said, what I found out by looking into these tools, it tells me that I actually prefer people to speak to me with respect. And I was telling them the wrong thing. So they're doing what I'm telling them, and then I'm getting ticked off at them, and I'm running them off.
Yeah.
He said, for the first time, I began to realize how differently to communicate to them. And as a result was retaining his team. That's worth the price of admission for everything he did with us in that one little thing, but he did a lot more.
Yeah.
And so I encourage you to think about clients that you could help. If you really enjoy, as a coach, life change or watching organizations change, if you enjoy working with teams, you enjoy working one-on-one and just seeing a person's life changed, you need Connexus certification.
So we really want you to be a part of it, to have that process, to have the tools that you need to really help those that you're working with, and to do that in a sense of community. That's what this whole Connexus certification is about. So please be a part of it. We would love to work together with you.
So I hope you'll go to the link, and if you have any questions, we'll also provide our email, and you're welcome to ask, and we'll help you in any way we can.